So my baby, he tries to take his arms out of the swaddle, the Happiest Baby swaddle. Does that mean he wants his arms free? Or am I supposed to keep them in the swaddle?
So swaddling is one of these things that really can confuse parents, and actually confuses doctors too. There's a new recommendation that parents should stop swaddling their babies at 2 months of age because they can start rolling over at 2 months. And we don't want babies on their stomach swaddled because that increases the risk of not breathing, because it's hard, they can't push up to get out of harm's way. But the problem is, if you stop swaddling at 2 months, they can roll over even more easily and get into an unsafe position. And they also wake up and cry more and they startle more, which means parents are more likely to bring the baby in bed with them, and then that's going to be a risk for the babies. So what's great about SNOO is it's really the only safe swaddling that's available. But if your baby is kind of struggling and seems to want the hands out, because in the womb the hands are up like this, so babies get to suck on their fingers, and it's kind of weird in the first week or two to have the arms straight. Once they're like a week or two old, when they sleep, their arms naturally go like this. But in the beginning, they kind of get folded up like that. And so what happens is, when you put the baby in the SNOO sack, they'll sometimes struggle against that. And if the sack is too high up on the arm, they actually even can double their hands up. But the problem with that is that they don't have good control over their hands. It takes 3 to 4 months for the coordination to really kind of go down the body. It's this kind of interesting thing. When a baby is born, first thing they develop is coordination of the eyes. They can look and follow you from place to place, then smiling, then neck control, then upper back, then lower back, then arms. It kind of moves in that progression. So it actually takes a good 4 months for babies to be good at getting their hands into their mouth and sucking on their fingers. They can practice that all day long. That's fine when they're awake. But at night, you don't want them doing that because they're going to get their hands whacking their nose and things like that. And so it's very important to keep the arms down. Even if you think your baby doesn't like it, people in other cultures for thousands of years have been wrapping their babies. They don't say in Mongolia, well, my baby doesn't like swaddling. They swaddle them. And so that's what we need to do as the first step. Even if your baby struggles against it, they don't get a vote. They do not get a vote. They don't have the responsibility yet for making that decision. Once they're swaddled, and then you do the motion and sound and sucking on a pacifier, that's what gets a baby calm and happy. And then they just give in. And the swaddling allows them to sleep longer.